Right, Shalom. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rekaha Kradash. Shalom and salutations and double honors to the elder apostles of Great GMS, where I continue to learn this 100% truth from. Shalom also to the elder bishops of GMS, the elders and the prophets, the teachers and evangelists also of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn this 100% truth from. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham, the water for your sacrifices and your lessons. Shalom also to the elder bishops. The speckled bird, the confused space, the Akim and Akwab, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. Back again with another video, praying that you be edified with it. And I'm going to entitle it, Esau is trying to control everything, but it's too late. I may switch it up, but Esau has had a chance to run things for a while now. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai gave him his chance and his time. And his time is coming to an end, and he doesn't like it. He's not comfortable with it. And he's mad about it because now he has to go into slavery. So, he's definitely not feeling that. And it doesn't really matter how he feels about it. This is prophecy, and he's doing his best to try to disrupt prophecy, but you haven't did a good job so far, and you're never going to be able to get that type of job done. So I'm going to let you listen to Dr. J is what I call him, man. I can't pronounce that man's name. He gives y'all good content, and it's definitely healthy to use for edification purposes when it comes to the scriptures. So I'm going to let it play, and then I'm going to give you some scriptures that I got set up. So let's get it.
All right, welcome back. So I need you to sit down for this one, because what just happened in the Persian Gulf is one of the most humiliating moments in the history of American military power, okay? And I'm not exaggerating. I'm going to explain to you exactly what happened, why it happened, and what this means for the world. If you're learning something here, please hit subscribe. I've spent months researching what's coming between 2026 and 2030, and I put it all into an ebook called The Next Global Shift: How to Stay Ahead of Economic Collapse and War, the economies, the conflicts, the moves you need to make. If you want my ebook, link in the description. Let's get into the video. So, Donald Trump announces that as of 10 a.m. today, the United States is imposing a naval blockade on the entire Persian Gulf. Okay? A blockade. That means no ships go in, no ships come out, no oil flows through the Strait of Hormuz without American permission. Now, when I heard this, I thought, okay, that is a very bold statement. But then I thought about it, and I realized something. This is not bold. This is desperate, okay? Here is why. Think about what a blockade actually is, guys. A blockade is one of the most serious acts of war you can commit against another nation. It is not a tweet. It is not a press conference. It is not a CENTCOM post on X. A blockade means you physically move your warships into position and you stop every vessel trying to enter or exit. You have to be there. You have to show up. Okay? And that is the first problem, because Trump announced this blockade not from a warship, not from the Pentagon War Room, not from a military briefing. He announced it at Joint Base Andrews after coming back from a golf trip in Florida paid for by taxpayers. Think about that.
Check it out. This is what a blockade is, definition. A blockade is a strategic act of war or coercion that seals off a specific area, such as a port, coast, or region, using troops or warships to prevent the movement of people and goods in and out. Okay, so when you look at the Strait of Hormuz, ask yourself who has control over it, because from what Dr. J is saying versus what President Trump said, somebody is not telling the truth about who has control over the Strait of Hormuz.
Okay, now, here's where it gets really interesting, because Iran heard this announcement, and instead of panicking, what did they do? They laughed, okay? They literally posted on social media laughing at the United States. Iranian accounts wrote the following, and I'm quoting, You know you can't execute a blockade by posting on X, right? Like, you have to actually bring your ships closer. Let that sink in. Iran, a country under U.S. sanctions for 45 years, is publicly mocking the U.S. military for not knowing how blockades work. And they're right, okay? They are factually correct. 2 days ago, during the failed negotiations in Islamabad, Pakistan CENTCOM posted on social media that 2 U.S. Navy destroyers successfully completed a minesweeping operation through the Strait of Hormuz. They said, successful mission, clean, professional, America is powerful. Then the next day, video emerges. This video shows Iranian naval vessels approaching those same U.S. destroyers. And the Iranians said, turn around or we will destroy you. And the U.S. destroyers turn around, okay? The United States Navy, the most expensive Navy in human history, turned around, because Iran told them to. And this is the part that should make you angry, regardless of your politics. CENTCOM went back on social media and called it a successful mission anyway. They lied, okay? They lied to the American public about what happened in the Strait of Hormuz. This is important. Why? Because when your military has to lie about basic operational outcomes, that tells you something fundamental about the gap between the image of power and the reality of power. This is what I call the hallucination of empire, the appearance of strength, not actual strength. Now let's think about this from a game theory perspective, because this is actually very important. Trump's stated goal is to open the Strait of Hormuz. Iran closed it. Trump wants it open. So what is his plan to open it? A blockade. Think about this. A blockade means you are restricting the movement of all ships in the area. You are cutting off Iran's ability to export oil. But here is the problem, guys. The Strait of Hormuz is already under Iranian control. So you are now telling Iran, I am going to impose a blockade on the strait that you already control. You see the absurdity. Your plan to open the strait is to blockade the strait. You are not opening anything. You are adding another layer of restriction. Oil stops either way. Prices go up either way. The global economy suffers either way. Except now you've handed Iran the perfect justification to escalate. Let's talk about what actually happened in Islamabad, because most people are not covering this correctly. Iran came with a 10-point framework. Both sides had previously agreed to negotiate within this framework. And then what did the United States do? The U.S. arrived with 3 demands that completely blew up the framework. Point number 1, America wants a joint venture, a shared stake in the Strait of Hormuz. Think about how insane this is. Imagine Iran said to America, we want a shared stake in the Mississippi River. You would laugh at them, right? Point number 2, the U.S. demanded the immediate removal of all enriched uranium from Iran. Point number 3, a 20-year suspension of Iran's right to enrich uranium. Iranian MP Mohammad Navavian, who was at these talks, said it plainly. The U.S. entered these talks without genuine intent to reach a deal. This is...
And we're going to stop it right there, man, because this devil, he doesn't, he's always lying and scheming and being mischievous about how he deals with you. And he thinks he's so slick that he think that he could just, I've seen women do this too, but it's crazy. But, you know, he come at you, you know, let me get the scripture instead of saying it. I'm going to bring it out. Bring it out. But he just think that he could, he think that he's smarter than everybody. That he can do what he want to do. What's the scripture? Salaki, bear me 1 second. I think it's in Sirach. Bear me 1 second. That's what we doing today. Okay, well, it wasn't Sirach. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. And this is what this devil is about. You know what I'm saying? He's all about how can I manipulate him. Like they call a truce. And when you let your guards down, what do? They attack you. This is what this devil is about, man. Never trust our enemy, man. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire to as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. He shall not all these take up a parable against him, and taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that layeth himself with thick clay, that's abatyat, meaning debt, and he increaseth his riches by taking yours. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? So the whole world is going to see who Esau is, for who he really is, and they're going to hate this man. And awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. So he's been across the world, destroying, pillaging, raping, robbing, and lying, and iconoclasm of who the true people are of Yahweh Shem Yahushua versus who he is. You know, crafty counsel is what you would call it. This is Job 9 and 24. The wicked is given, the earth is I'm excited here. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? He is the devil. He is amongst us, trying to hide, but that's over now. No more hiding. The world see you for who you really are. And now that you're being revealed, you don't know how to act. So now you're going to commit to what? Straight up violence. Revelation 13:16. And it reads, and he causeth all, this is it right here. This is classic right here. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So that's showing you Esau wants to control everything and everybody. Okay? He wants to control everything and everybody. He is trying to lock this down. Never trust our enemy, man. Abba Rakhtazar may get that. Psalm 64 and 5, and it reads, they encourage themselves in all evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. This is what these devils do, man. They say, who shall see them? This is what these devils do, man. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both inward, though throughout every one of them, the heart is deep. This is what they do, man. They go out their way to create mischievous, wicked ways, and to set you up. You know what I mean? It's within their they feel like it's their job to keep you down, to keep you effed up. They hate you that much. Micah 1 and 2. Woe to them that devise iniquity, the work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, in houses and take them away, so that they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, which is his land. These devils have got to go. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is about to get ready to get us up out of here. So you got to be grateful and thankful, because these are nothing but bum-ass base men, weak men, who like to kill from a distance and scheme on you, versus confronting you like a real man. Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. Esau is the basis of men. Job 9:24 says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. These bases of men are the wicked, okay? And Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has to eradicate them, get rid of them, because they're no good to nobody, including them they damn selves. Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name. So when they go to places and conquer, because they've conquered the world, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, was that Genesis 27? Their blessing would be the sword. So they would go around the world conquering people. And when they conquered these lands all around the world, they would rename the people what they wanted them to be called by. Okay? And this is why you have Asians. Then you have Japanese and Chinese and Africans and, all of these things, because they have conquered and went all around the world doing it. Okay? And they're so proud that they think that they're going to rule forever. And they have got most of our people convinced that it doesn't make sense if Esau is not ruling. If the white man's not in power, then the world is over with. He has deceived the whole world. Obadiah verse 3, and it reads, the pride of thine heart has destroyed thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Isaiah 10 and start at verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob their fatherless. So widows have been their prey, because there's no men to protect our Jake women. Our Jake women think because you have money, they don't care about your character, and you look a certain way. They don't care about your character. They instantly trust you, and I think it's a proud mentality too that Jake women have. Not all. Y'all know what we talking about. The ones that fit the description. The description, Shalakia. Their mentality is, I can change him and mold him to what I want him to be. And that's not the case, especially with Esau. Esau don't give a damn about what you think and what you want. He's going to destroy you, because that's his job. That's what he knows how to do. He doesn't know how to be righteous. He doesn't know how to work with you. Everything is about destroying you and you bending to his will. Okay? Psalms 7 and 11. 10 and 7, Salakia. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. Well, Esau hates us, because Jake is the poor ones. The Israelites are the poor ones. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his nest. So again, it's about trying to set you up. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, the Most High hath begotten. He hiddeth his face. He will never see it again. Verse 11. He hath said in his heart, the Most High hath forgotten. He hiddeth his face. He will never see it again. So this devil is so proud, thinking that the Lord is on his side to do the things that he's been doing to his children, because the super elite know who we are. It's the world, it's the rest of the world that has a tough time understanding that we're through trying to convince you who you are and who we are and what's going on in the world. We did our part by telling you what the deal is. And now, grace period is about to end soon. And now you're going to have to deal with judgment. You're going to deal with Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, because he tried to send his teachers and his prophets and his apostles and his elders out to warn you, and you chose not to listen. So now it's judgment time. So, you know, Esau's trying to control what he can as long as he can, but, you know, this is it, man. You ain't going to have no more control. The Lord going to let you get your NWO off the ground, but right after that, sudden destruction come too. So I brought to say you edified with the quick lesson. With that, I'm gonna say Kahalo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, B'Kahak Radash. Shalom and salutations again in double honors to the elder apostle GMS on down, and shalom to the elect. Shalom.